Hey guys, you're the Hard 99.5 here. Here we got
Damon played Unchained at I played Unchained at the Mega Games Regional yesterday on Sunday.
and also today he got first
And
place.
today locals first place, but the regional wasn't great. Round 1 10 pie, I got 10 pied. They just had 5 1-offs in their hand. It happens. Round 2 malice, they did malice combo. I didn't have hand traps. Happens. Round 3 malice, game 1 shift to dormouse. Game 3 shift to dormouse. You know, cards at 3 in my eyes.
But today you came first. The first at locals. It's a different story today.
Today's first. It's all that matters.
What made you play Unchained Fiendsmith?
I've just always loved Unchained, and for YCS Sydney with the Snake Eye format, with like Snake Eye Fire King and stuff, I played Unchained, just Unchained, like pure Unchained for it, and I went X3 by the end of day 1. I lost to the last matchup to Voiceless Voice of all decks because my whole deck said target and their whole deck says you can't.
Yeah.
So it was a very unfortunate last matchup, but it like, I don't know, I've always just loved Unchained. It's just a fun deck. It like, the ability to play through like 2-3 breakers to like 2-3 hand traps consistently it's just super good. And then Fiendsmith cards, I also just love Fiendsmith cards. You can put the two together when the Fiendsmith bridge to Unchained and Unchained bridge to Fiendsmith. The deck just works really well.
Nice. All right, let's get into it, man.
So the engine that the common one, the Fiendsmith stuff. I did two like them because the deck doesn't actually have a normal summon. Like, you don't want to normal any Unchained names because all of them are bad to normal. You could do 3 Lacrima, but in all honesty, normal summoning Luri is actually just fine. Like, it's still full combo. And as I said before, you don't have a normal summon, so you don't really care. And sometimes when you normal Lure, your opponent just thinks you brick, and they hit all your Fiendsmith cards and hand traps, and they just get like set 1 Root Hard target set, and then full Unchained combo them, which happened today twice and happened once at the regional. It was very funny.
Yeah.
I didn't play Paradise. I played Paradise in the regional, and I opened it almost every single game, and it was a complete brick. I've been testing this deck with like 4 other people, and all of them say that Paradise is definitely needed. I don't agree. I think when if you make a full board, you don't need Paradise. You've already won the game. If you make a half board, most of the time Caesar or Rage is just enough against Ryziel or Malice. Like, Caesar solos Malice, and Rage, like Chamber with Rage solos Ryziel, because when if they start with Ice, they go Ice Summon Sword Search X, and then you just go Rage link off the sword, banish the Ice, and then SP just hits the X, and then they're left on node, make Detonator, and this deck doesn't care about Detonator. Like, you clear Detonator super easily.
Nice. And let's jump into your Unchained stuff.
So they're the boring stuff is now.
Yeah.
So the Unchained engine, this is very different to standard Unchained. I play 3 Ruha, which is very standard. Obviously 2 Shavara, which is a huge difference from 1. This makes the deck actually playable and somewhat viable because you can actually have a grind game now, and if this gets like Cold Bite or DD Crowed or something, you don't just auto lose. It's a huge buff. 1 Shayama, very normal, and 1 Shirama, and these are the only names I play. I don't play Rakeo. Rakeo simply because it doesn't do anything on its own. Like, I opened a lot of hands at the regional with these 2 and Paradise, and I wanted to just minimize as many bricks as possible, and a lot of the lines for Unchained, the only time you're summoning Rakeo is with very awkward hands where you have like Sarama and Shayama in the opener, and you can't, because the traps only summon from the deck, so you have to pop a twin to do it. But most of the time you can just pop a Ruha anyway to summon them, so it's not really that big a deal. And Yama also summons from the hand, so it's not a huge thing. And we also don't play the A-Bomb, the big level 8, or the dog. For the level 8's the OTK off just Unchained names, which it's just a brick. I don't play it. And same with the big dog, it's also a brick because we have Shavara too, so there's just no need for it. But these are all relatively standard. I don't know if people forgot what these do, but this targets a set or a fiend, pop, summon. If it's a stroke or something that's not a Ruha, it'll float into another Unchained from deck. This targets a face-up fiend or a set card in the field, pop, summon. You're fiend locked while it's on the field only. This fiend locks for the turn, which doesn't really matter, but you're only on field, and then when it's sent to the graveyard, it sets an Unchained trap from deck. Sarama is targets an Unchained card in the grave, sets, and then pops a card on the field, and then obviously it has the float effect like all the other twins. Shayama, you target a card on your field, you pop it, it reborns, and then on the field you target a card on your field, You pop it on resolution, non-target. You pop any spell or trap on the field. So into Desiree, this card's insane. Because if they don't know that, you do that effect. They let it go, then you pop the sequence, you can target it, and then you just make you make Anguish, and you Anguish link off the Desiree, which very clean. I did that multiple times. Spell and trap, prison, searching Unchained card, the same float effects, all the traps, chamber, reborn, same float effect, and escape. I call it break sword because it's just basically a break sword.
Yep.
I'm a PK player at heart. I love PK. Yeah,
these are pretty standard. These ones.
Yeah, like some lists play 3. You don't need them, to be honest. Like 2 is fine. And in a grind game, you're not using Unchained cards in a grind game as much as the Fiendsmith cards anyway. The Fiendsmith kind of cover the grind stuff. And the rest of the deck is just non-engine. So it's 3 draw. Because this deck does just lose really hard to full loss. You have to main this. And you search... If you open Engraver, you search twice. If you open Tract, you search once. Because the full Fiendsmith... I'll show the combo for it later. But any Fiendsmith name gets you into full Unchained combo.
Yeah.
Off of one search. Which is the Tract or the Engraver.
Yep.
So if they full loss you can give them 1 draw and then draw yourself and then just play your combo and be fine.
Yep.
Ash is the same thing. It's literally for full loss. It's also Ash. It's just a good card. But then pretty standard really. Full loss. It's Max C. It's a good card. Then I play 3 Parole Leader in the main.
Yep.
It's strange, but A, for siding reasons, I wanted to fit other cards in the side deck, and B, it's like this card's just always a guaranteed draw 1 most of the time. Like, if you just draw face shotgun, if they have a normal summon, you're breaking even anyway. It's whatever. Like, I don't think it's too bad. It won me today, game 1 against Ryzy, I just shotgun Parole and draw phase, and he's just like, why is that in the main deck? 1 of talents, because we play 3 thrust as well, so it's also just good with that, and then obviously 3 imperm. Thrust is insane in this deck. It gets you engine, it breaks boards, it's instant Ash bait as well. If you thrust it, they're basically straight up ashing you, and then your Fiendsmith combo is pretty much resolving. Yep. So that's it for the main. I think it's 42 cards off memory, 41, 42.
Let's jump to the extra deck.
Extra deck is 1 Desiree, 1 Area Leader, 1 Necro Equip for the fusions, and that's it. I wanted to play Duke of Demise really badly, because that actually helps with follow-up and grind game a lot, because Duke of Demise can add back Shavara and it can add back Engraver, which is, it's just cool. There was just simply just no room in the extra deck. So, that was Fusion, XE is pretty
standard, these two.
Typhon is crazy, this card is... If you like summon a Shavara and you just slap Typhon on top of the Shavara, you detach, you bounce Desiree and Shavara sits a chamber, you reborn the rage of the chamber, and it's pretty free. And Caesar's just Caesar. Links, you know, those guys, this card, everyone knows what these do. Sequence, a Gum Day, Abel, it's pretty much Fiendsmith stuff. This card is insane in Unchained. It's like you just pop literally any of your stuff, trigger Yama, their stuff, float into all the Unchained names in the grave, all the links in the grave. It's really good. For the Unchained links, it's just one rage. You don't need more than 1 rage. 1's fine. If they bestial it, they bestial it, it's whatever. If they're bestialing rage, they're doing something wrong anyway. 1 Anguish, because this card's crazy. This card you just like link with any of the stuff into an Abao, which is
pretty insane.
Yeah, like you just link off any, because this is the fiend for the Abao, so you can just link anything into Abao. It's just, and Abao is just a nuts card, and then 2 Yama. Honestly, you could play 1 if you want to flip like second Caesar or something else in there. Sure, I think 2 is good though because it gives you follow up. If you don't have access to Unchained, Yama just adds back any of your Unchained cards, and then you just play for free really. Nice.
Let's jump into the side deck.
Here's this card. No one's seen this card before, right?
Yeah, good old Lancia for Malice.
Yep. Shout out to Jackson for telling me to change my sleeves on Lancias. Then 3 Nib in the side. I wanted to main this, but I just couldn't find room. So it's just in the deck anyway. Claw Blight is Claw Blight. Duster is Duster. Thrust is Storm is Storm. All thrust targets. And then 3 Judgment was just a last minute throw in for going first because Evenly's like a little annoying because you can't consistently get double trap anymore. It's because you play the Fiendsmith stuff. So I just chucked it in. It could be Strike, it could be another hand trap, you know, whatever really. Then just 3 more thrust targets in Sanctum, DDG and Barrier. This is for, you know, just everything. This is for obviously Malice and this is for Ryziel. It's pretty alright. The deck loves Ryziel. It is, Ryziel and Blue Eyes are such a nice matchup for this deck. I'm a huge fan.
Nice.
The But the Fiendsmith stuff, for just the combo, it's literally just
Yep.
one engraver. You just go engraver, track, lurry, all that. Then you link the lurry into rack into lacrima. Lacrima effect, just dump another engraver, doesn't really matter. Engraver, back the lurry. Equip this, make necro equip. This is also a nib check, so if they're going to nib you, they're going to nib you here, and then you can just play Unchained combo with from the hand. Then you just link these two into the sequence. Your sequence effect, shuffle back both engravers.
Yep.
Or really anything, doesn't matter. I just like keeping necro equip and another lacrima and
Welcome. Yep.
yeah, Requiem in Graveyard. So you fuse these two off of Eater. Eater effect will dump a Shavara. You'll trigger Shavara effect. It will set any Unchained trap, probably Chain Boats, usually the best to set. Link them into Yama. Yama effect. Adds back the Shavara from grave if you've drolled yourself to play through a chummy.
Yeah.
If not, you just add a Ruha from the deck, and then you just go Ruha target set, and then do full Unchained combo. So, one card into full Unchained combo.
Wow, that's pretty awesome.
It plays through almost every hand trap too, because you should have been nibbed earlier. Ash doesn't really hurt because you should have been Ash on the Fiendsmith cards. Like, the Fiendsmith cards are crazy. They just bait so much interaction
Yeah.
for you. It's nuts. I don't know why, but
Got any shout outs, my friend?
shout out to Jackson for helping me cook this deck quite a lot because he's also a big Unchained fan. Shout out to Elliot, Jesse, and George for letting me borrow cards because I don't actually own half of these cards here. I own a Yama and an A-Bow. That's all I own in this deck, and the staples. And then shoutouts to Sava and Jack for just being there. He's Jack. And Sava for every time I misplay yelling at me, telling I'm doing the wrong play.
Oh, nice, man. Thanks, Damon, and congrats on winning vocals today. Hopefully your regionals and fans a bit better next time.
Yeah, let's hope for no shifter.
All right, thanks, man.
Right.